Hi, I'm Jean, and I am going to be talking today about my days 4 and 5 of my fast. So I am doing a full month of a full body transformation and have committed to fasting for most of it. So I have been talking about doing a full water fast for 30 days. I might backpedal a little bit on that, and the reason for it is because I want to finish in time to refeed before an event that's coming up that's really important to me, which is my son's birthday. So I may just start the refeeding a little bit earlier, but it doesn't change the fact that by the end of 30 days, I will be different. My whole body will be looking different. And so I'm documenting this, and I'm taking pictures. I'm getting my body composition tested weekly, and I'm taking daily checks of my blood glucose and my ketones. So I will tell you that yesterday seemed like a little bit of a hard day for me. I did okay, but still kind of felt a little bit like I was in slow motion somewhat. I got up in the morning, and I usually wait an hour before I check my blood, ketone, and glucose levels. So I did that, and also before I take in any tea, because I want everything to kind of be somewhat of a legitimate reading. I don't think legitimate is the right word, but a good reading. And so I knew yesterday that I had reached ketosis. My blood glucose levels had gone down into the 80s, which is good, and my ketones had gone up. I don't have the number in front of me, but I was in a state of ketosis, what they term a therapeutic state of ketosis. So today, my blood glucose was in the 60s, and my ketones were very high at the 3-something millimoles. I'll get statistics and share them with you later. My weight has gone down, but it hasn't gone crazy. I've kind of maintained roughly the same weight over the last 3 days. For me, I think that means it's good in that it's not all water weight, because there is a bit of water weight lost in fasting, and that's just going to come right back on when refeeding begins, and I don't really want a bunch of weight to come back on, because that's the whole point of not eating. Today was tricky. I did feel a lot like eating today, but part of that was because we went shopping, and all around me is food, and I think, oh, that food would be so good if I just ate it. And it would be good, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go. Now, caveat is, if I start feeling really bad, if I get any heart palpitations or nausea or other digestive issues, I have to refeed, because otherwise I could cause my body a lot of damage and harm, and that is not what I'm after. What I'm trying to do here, particularly with the first part of this fast, is get the cells to be cleaning themselves up and getting some of the benefits of the anti-aging process that can happen in your body when your old cells can renew a bit, and then that's a good thing. So typically that's not something that happens for a lot of us, because we consistently eat. So there has to be a period of time that we don't eat, and I think that the data says around 14 or so hours. This seems a little extreme for that, but I've got a reason why I want to maintain this consistent water fast. So I've been using my teas that I blended to support me, and I think that's been working out really well. I've done fasts in the past, and I didn't actually make sure all of my, it wasn't a straight water fast. It was very, very close, but I still took in some nutrients, and I think that had some impact on how I felt. This fast is feeling pretty good. I mean, I don't think there's ever going to be a point, maybe somebody's out there and they're fasting and they're like, I don't ever want to eat again. I don't know. I think that a lot of us really just want to eat, because that's how we're supposed to be, people who consume food and live. So everyone in my house thinks I'm a little bit crazy. My husband feels sorry for me, and I said, well, don't feel sorry for me, because I'm doing this for a reason and because I want to. No one's making me do it. So there's a lot of not being understood about why I'm doing this. And that's okay. It's not for everybody else. It's for me. And today started out a little rough, but now I feel good. And I think part of that was because I got up and moved around. I didn't just sit thinking, oh, I feel tired. And I do feel tired, but when I walk around, I feel a lot less tired. So, what else? That's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I've lost some weight. I'll tell you, I feel good saying it's been at least 6 pounds. It could be more. But again, I want to be sure that what I'm talking about is more actual body fat weight and not water weight, because that's really what matters the most. So today's day 5. Yesterday, day 4, I didn't post, but I really just didn't feel that great yesterday. Today I'm feeling a lot better, and I think that based on the fast I've done before, I will continue to feel good. In fact, I got to 10 days in the past, and I felt kind of like I could keep going, but I just really wanted to eat. So since I've said I am going to go the duration of a month, I'm going to work my hardest to stay to my word and be accountable for what I've committed to. And, I'll say that in my mind, I want an end result, and I want it really fast. And instead of just thinking about it, or I'm going to start this, or, tomorrow, or, well, let's put in a system where in a year from now, I'm going to be the person I want to look like and feel like. I don't want to wait. And so I want to document this also because I want to have some data for people to say, maybe I will find out that I'm going to lose a lot of muscle mass, but maybe I won't. Maybe I'll find out that it is a good way. But to be very, very clear, what I do not have any plans to do is to end this fast and then go back to the way things had been before I started. So there's going to be a whole period of time of when I refeed to continue with an eating plan that is healthy and is not going to lead me right back to where I am now or a week ago, 5 days ago, and maintain this new version of me that I declared I was going to become in this, I don't know, I think I gave myself a year. I thought that was pretty fair. I did try some things that didn't quite work for me, and even so, I'm doing this, and we'll see. You have to follow along to see what really happens at the end of things. I mean, you have to follow along to see if I go, oh, well, I'm giving up. No, I'm not going to give up. I don't think I'm going to give up. I hope not. So thanks for watching, and I'll get more into some things later. Give me a comment or subscribe to get alerted of other videos that'll come out, because I do want to kind of get more into the science of fasting in some separate videos. If you're curious about anything or how I feel or what the teas are that I'm using, which I think have been really helpful, drop me a comment and let me know. I'll try to cover that in future videos. So that's it for now. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.